Welcome back to Tennis Clash with Ivan. Today is April 7th. Today is the day of the big draw. This is my work schedule, really. I work day, night over the weekend. I was off on Monday. Monday was lost because I was coming off a night shift at 7:30 in the morning and I just was wiped out, even though I had to look the kids. The kids are off from school because we're in lockdown mode due to COVID. So yeah, it's been hectic and busy. But I did play some games yesterday morning. I had edited it, but I didn't get to talk about these games yet. So here they are. My first match was up against Joker. What I'm finding in this new update that there's hardly any soft spot for you know farming. So I've been paying matches at on tour 8 at the bottom of tour 8, around 2,000 trophies. I think like everybody around 2,000 trophies are like guys that are struggling to advance beyond tour 8 and guys that are really incredible players. So you don't know what you're going to get from game to game. Um, you find that guys with lower hands than you can beat you, and guys with higher hands than you can beat them. Sometimes a 60 hand can look like an 80 hand, and sometimes, like a 80 hand can look like a 60 hand. And a lot of the players up here are playing with one hand, and they're using stamina as an additional agility point. So if you up your stamina to above 60, you might look like you're running super fast, but you're sacrificing hand when you do that. So your hand might be lower than the average. So every player that I play is different. First is like obvious Kato. I don't see a lot of Florence. And if it's not Kato, it's the Leos with volley ability. It's just a lot of different looks you're getting from match to match. In this first match, I was up big, and then the Joker starts to make a comeback. Like you don't know when the match is over. I just had a feeling that because he had much stronger hands than me, he'll make adjustments, and this match can get interesting. And right here, he ties the game, and I'm starting to feel the pressure because I'm serving, right? So if you're serving, your opponent obviously have the upper hand. Like you're serving very slow, and they can slash it any direction they wish with power. So now he's serving. I feel like I need to save match point. So I started to slap the ball around too. And right here, I went soft and then got the wide open side. Now, I noticed that when I go out to wide, he was hitting the ball hard to the corners. So I wanted to stay in the middle to get to both corners. And that worked out for me right there. That was an incredible game. If you're paying attention to it, yeah. So yeah, like I said, I'm just on the bottom of tour 8. And look at that. Look at the hands on this guy, 79, 75. But he's sacrificing, well, he's playing with Victoria, so she's a little slower than me. He's serving like at 40-something, I believe. So he's serving a little harder than me, but still, it's like playing with Kato, but much stronger arms. Now, he dominated me all weekend long, so I kind of know that if I stepped all the way behind the baseline, that he would shoot the ball to the sidelines, um, making the angles very difficult to cover. So, like that. So, I decided to play him tight and use my speed to react to his power shots. Like I said, any given day, the people that was dominating you, you can dominate them, and vice versa. Like people you were dominating could all of a sudden look like superstars at this level of the game. He was up 4-2, dominating me, and then I continued to stick with the adjustment, stick inside of the baseline. I was actually playing better, I felt, because when I first faced him, I couldn't work him over like that, and I couldn't extend points. He was cutting points short, and I want to make Victoria work. So I'm getting inside the baseline. I'm gonna stay inside there as much as possible. See, it's hard for her to get those angles if I'm playing him so tight and I'm the one cutting the angle towards the sidelines, making her really work. See, that was what he likes to do, right on the line, and angles hard to cover. So I played him tight, and I worked him, and I eventually won that match. That was a good win. Now this next match here, Marcus 84 backhand, 69 forehand, 75 speed. I mean, he has 3 less speed than me. That's the only category that I'm not better than him in. I think he had like something like 72. What's it called? Stamina. Like some ridiculous amount of stamina. So this is a quality player, and I try to use the same strategy since I see it worked against Victoria, but he's obviously much faster. Like, he hit the ball there, he shoots it with the 84 hand, and hits much harder. But obviously when you're hitting that hard, you're prone to making errors, so look at that. He can't cover that angle and cover the 84 hand. So I was struggling against this guy.
Second serve. 3, 4.
There were a few opportune points like that one, but obviously I feel like I'm learning how he's playing right now and really keeping that in mind. This is games from this yesterday morning. Boom. He's playing really well. So if you notice, as long as I keep the ball in the middle, you can't do the angles, right? Oh, boom. Match over. So that was yesterday morning, and maybe 3 or 4 matches later, I got a rematch. The same guy with 72 stamina compared to my 60 and the 84 hands. And like I said, all of a sudden, you can beat a player. So in this game, I'm trying to get him to go sideline to sideline. And that one is just overhitting. When you hit him with power, that happens. So I'm trying to do exactly what he's doing there.
2-1.
But I have to mix it up, obviously. He's a smart player, so he's going to get clued into what I'm doing.
2.
Mix up with power.
3, 2.
Mix up both sidelines. I see him moving tight. I try to hit it with power.
Second serve.
I don't want to double fault, so I cut back on my power. Obviously, he's in total control of this point now. 3-all. Medium power there, so he tried to cut to the sideline. That was a mistake by him. He's out of position. That was a good hit. I was feeling myself there, so I started to go for winners down the sideline, and I hit the ball out. He was feeling himself there, but he overhit it. Right there, I just knew that he had the weaker hand on that side, so I told him good game before I served, knowing that he's going to go down the line, and I'm just going to come over and cover that and blast it. I was lucky to win that one. Sophia and a volley player. So it's interesting. With volley player, if I play one-handed, I'll dominate. But if I play like with a balanced hand, they'll dominate. I struggle when my hands are balanced because I can't hit it down the line. They dive for everything. They cover everything.
Love. 2.
With a weaker 74 hand. Anytime I go to 77 hand, like I put on the machete and I play against them, I have the stronger one hand. That shot down the line would really mess him up. That time I hit with a lot of power with the 74 hand. It worked out, but with 77, 78 hand, I'm hitting that shot all the time. See, I try to go cross court there. With 77, 78 hand, I have no fear at hitting at the volley player.
2, 3.
Right now it's 3-2. See? He's everywhere. So Sofian is having his way 4-2.
Fault.
So obviously with him running in so tight, I'm hoping to get a lob over his head. But it wasn't working out. The opportunities weren't there. Lucky he made some bad placement of his volley return, and I was able to get that point there. And Bat stands right there. It normally goes to the middle and just stop that. And I tried to do the lob to tie the game. Didn't work out. So now the element of surprise is gone. But he's getting slower. So when they get slower, good news for me. Go wide and then down the line. He didn't go all the way across and cost him the point. Now it's a tie game and he's getting slower. I'm right in it. But he's still smart. Couldn't get a lob over his head there. He's much slower. Now he comes to the middle to cover that. See? Did you see he served from the middle to cover that sideline? I still was able to get the winner out of it. He didn't volley with power. I'm surprised that I won this match considering I wasn't playing one-handed Leo. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Thank you.